Hey riders, Eric here with Ride Adventures, reminding you that we make it easy for people to travel the world by motorcycle and by 4x4. This trip package I want to talk about here today is called our self-guided Patagonia, Tierra del Fuego, and Ushuaia package. And it is just like it says, it is basically the highlight reel, what we could come up with over years of guiding and riding down there, the ultimate highlight reel for this region, both Chile and Argentina, the southern parts of South America. So you start in the Lakes District in the north, you cross over to the Ruta 40 in Argentina, back to the Carretera Austral, the famous highway to the south, which is this beautiful valley riding through the Simpson Valley and around Lago General Carrera down southern Chile, and back and forth through lakes and volcanoes and glaciers and mountains and beautiful scenery, all the way down through Tierra del Fuego and to Ushuaia, the bottom of Argentina. Only 700 miles from Antarctica, by the way. But really an excellent highlight reel that we also do offer in other trip formats. You'll see there's a version called Self-Guided Truck Supported Full Patagonia Adventure. There's another version where we're actually a guided group tour. So keep in mind that we have different variations of this for you. But for those of you who really just want to be self-guided, you just want the motorcycle, and you want maybe the hotel package put together for you, this is a package that makes it all simple. Everything will be waiting for you along with a road book and instructions or GPS to follow so you know where you're going. And yes, obviously we offer it. It can be done self-guided. In that thought, we're always encouraging people to not ride alone. It's safer if you can bring a friend. It actually also can reduce your cost for the package, and that you can share the room and reduce the price that you pay instead of going alone. But if you want to go alone, we have all sorts of safety tips and things like that we can talk about with you as we get into the conversation about making your booking. The seasonality for doing this, it's basically to get down to Ushuaia, you don't want to do that before middle of November or after the middle of March for the most part. So we start offering these as much as late October, and you can go through March and such. But check with us like that. Again, being a self-guided package, you don't need to look at the specific dates of departure for our other tours, like when there's a truck or guides involved. Self-guided, you really just have to look at the exact dates that you want to do this on, so it's flexible like that. Keeping in mind that this doesn't mean you can contact us a few months before peak season and still have total availability of dates. These things do sell out. Our fleets do get sold out, and you need to plan ahead for this just like you do all the other ones. So as I think I mentioned already, the types of terrain you can experience back and forth between two countries. At this point, at the time of this film, we're still dual sport between gravel and dirt back onto the pavement and back and forth. About 30% of the kilometers total are going to be off pavement. That amounts to, as of right now, about 40% of your overall time on the route shown. And that's a really neat balance, again, to show you the highlight reel. It's no longer possible at this point to do all of the highlight routes in Patagonia, all off-road and dirt. Sorry, that boat has that ship has sailed. The pavement has been installed in the past 8 or so years at an alarming rate down there. So at this point, this 30% maximum is about what we could come up with for you. To that point, what kind of rider can handle this? Again, really only somebody that's experienced in going alone, solo, if that's what you're going to do. Of course, if you're going to bring a couple of riding friends and make a group of 4 or 5 or whatever, you're a little safety in numbers in terms of just being a motorcycle rider. But it's definitely not for beginners. It's somebody that's got to be experienced in off-pavement riding and dirt and gravel. We've listed it as a level 4 on our grading system on our website. And that level 4 not only indicates dual sport, but also the weather and the climatic conditions that you have to consider, and that you can see a full range of temperature swing from the 40s Fahrenheit in the coldest, most southern parts of this trip in Tierra del Fuego, but then all the way up to the 80s on nice, warm, sunny days, especially up north. And the wide range of weather possibilities as well. There's always a chance for rain. There are some months that are drier, like January and February being the driest. But there's also a wind situation to be considered or be aware of. And it's not all of Patagonia is going to be always windy every single day. So don't let that concern you. But some people have overblown the truth about it. It's really just the Argentine portions, which will amount to just a few days of this trip where there is indeed a good chance of what can be exciting wind. A very exciting wind can come crossing down across the Ruta 40 as the Pampas regions heat up, the air lifts, and that cold Andes air comes flying down the mountain. It's part of the excitement. It's also part of the challenge, and something, you know, that if you've never ridden in strong winds before, or if you have neck problems, you think it would be a problem for you to have to lean into the wind like we do down there, let's talk about this. But that's the offer that we make, is to contact us if you think this trip is for you. It always involves a discussion with one of our experienced tour guides or one of our experienced ride leaders. We want to help you be sure that this is something you're meant to do, that you're safe to do it, that your riding background allows you to do so safely. No point in doing this thing if you can't finish the whole thing, because again, it is a constant highlight reel from top to bottom. And I hope that info helps, and I hope you'll be contacting us if you think you want to do this.